Welcome to the second part of the 3-layer weaves. So now we're going to join these two with 2 parallel lines. So what you do is you find the middle of one line. So I'm finding the middle of that line, and I'm going to join it to the middle of this line with a straight line. And then on the other side, I'm going to draw a parallel line from the middle to the middle. See how they connect? So you have to be able to see where you're going. So from the middle to the middle. 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 Don't cross the line. I just kind of crossed it a little. Try not to do that. So you find the middle of one side and draw it to the reflected line middle across from it. So this is reflected up here. I find the middle, and this side is the reflection of it, and then I connect it. Sometimes I have to lengthen these so that I can have a middle if they're too short. From the middle to the middle, the reflected, reciprocating middle. From the middle to the middle. You have to be able to see where you're leaving and where you're going so that you can aim for where you're going. If you can't see where you're going, you can't, you're going to go to the wrong place. So make sure you can see where you're going to take off and see where you're going to land, because if you can't see where you're going to land, you're going to crash into the wrong spot. Middle to the middle. Again, this one's a little stubby right there. So if you get one that's a little stubby, you can lengthen it. All right, from the middle to the middle. From the middle to the middle. And continue on from the middle to the middle. I'm going to zoom out. Okay, middle to the middle. From here to here. And if they're a little stubby, you can lengthen kind of like an arrow. So again, from the middle to the middle. All right, I think you get it. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of these on pause. I am ready for the next step now, which is, I'm going to zoom in. On each box, don't jump around, go one box at a time. On each box, you are going to close off the top of the arrow. Do not cross any lines and fill that in. So again, this goes towards the other side, but it'll go under the diagonal shape, and then you fill it in. So on the next one, which is this one, I'm going to connect it underneath and fill it in. Connect it underneath and fill it in. Should aim for its partner on the other side so you can see how it looks like it would kind of go across. So on the next one I'll show you. It's almost like you're drawing across, except you do not want to draw on top. They should kind of connect underneath, and then you fill it in. So where would that come out? It would go under, and it would come out right about here and join its other side, except we don't draw on top of that diagonal because it's on top. And then we fill it in. And make sure, look at that. See, I'm jumping around. Don't do that. It's all that noise in the background. Okay, I'm going to do that for every shape, every box. I'm going to finish them on pause. Okay, so now I'm just about done, but before I move on to the next step, I'm just going to look around and find any missing spots. Don't jump around, but sometimes it's easy to miss. So before we progress on to the next step, just go and look for any missing areas. So just missed a few, so I'm correcting that before I move on to the next step. Just gonna look around. There's one more missing. Do you see it? You see it? You see it? It's right here. So before you move to the next step, take a close look and make sure it looks like this before moving on. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in for the next step. I'm going to go to the acute angle of the black triangle, and I am going to draw a line to the outer angle of the square. I'm going to do that for both black triangles. You could also look at it this way. Find the two angles of the square that don't have anything to it and draw a line to each black triangle, the pointy bit of it. So go to the square, go to the empty corner and draw a line to each tip of the black triangle. It's okay if it's slightly curved, but just make sure you aim for the small angle of the black triangle. Or you could go from the black triangle to the empty corner of each black triangle. So each black triangle, go to the empty corner. From each corner of the black triangle, go to the empty corner. For each black triangle, point to the empty corner. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to do a few more. So look for the black triangle, look for the angle, and draw a line to the empty corner of its square. So here is the black triangle, here is the empty corner. Draw a line to the empty corner. So it's okay if it kind of angles or curves gently as it goes to that empty corner. Now I'm ready for the second row. Same thing. Find the corner of the black triangle, draw a line to the empty corner. So each black triangle should have two lines that go to the empty corner. Each triangle, every triangle to the empty corner. All right, so I'm going to do one more. Triangle, empty corner, triangle, empty corner, triangle, empty corner, triangle, empty corner. So I don't consider this to be an empty corner. Or this. Here are my empty corners. Okay, I'm going to finish the rest. So triangle, empty corner, triangle. Triangle, empty corner, triangle. Triangle, empty corner, triangle. Triangle, empty corner, triangle. I'm going to finish the rest on pause. Alright, so I've gone from the corner of the black triangle to the empty squares, and now I'm ready for the next step in the next video.